Hi, so my name's Vicki Cummings, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the UCLAN excavations that took place at Tresness Chambered Tomb in Sandy in Orkney. So we were on excavation as part of the Archaeology and Anthropology degrees at UCLAN. So if you come and study with us, we have up to 10 weeks of field work for the BSc, Archaeology and Anthropology, and 14 weeks of field work on the integrated MSci. And that means that we place our students on projects, and this is the placement for some of the students from UCLAN with me up in Orkney. And as part of that placement, the students that you can see here, all of their transport and accommodation and fieldwork costs were covered as part of this particular module. So I'm going to tell you a little bit now about what we found when we were excavating up at Tresness. So this is the remains of an exceptionally well-preserved chambered tomb. As I hope you can see from the image on the right, this is a site that is actually a cliff edge. It's disappearing into the sea. And in fact, roughly a quarter of the monument has already been eroded into the sea. So I've been excavating up there over the last few years and investigating this monument before the tide takes it away forever. And as you can see, we found the remains of a very well preserved early Neolithic chambered tomb. So this is a site that is roughly 5,500 years old, and it contains the remains of the dead and artifacts associated with the people who are actually buried there. So not just to run through very quickly some of the finds that we uncovered at the site. This is one of the famous sites from Tresness. It got lots of media coverage when we were up there, and it was located in the cell or the chamber right at the very back of the monument, and it is a polished stone ball. They're very rare, very unusual to be found in context, and we were really excited, in fact, when we uncovered this particular polished stone ball at Tresness. It was considerably exciting then when a few weeks later we found a second polished stone ball, which is the image in the middle. It's not as well preserved as the first one, but nevertheless we've got two lovely polished stone balls. These are very enigmatic objects. We're still not entirely sure what they were actually for. From this third chamber, along with the second polished stone ball, we also found what you can see, which is the image on the left, which is a large quantity of burnt, cremated human remains. And these are still being analysed, but we think we've got the remains of several individuals, although not complete, that were deposited at this monument. And you can see the image on the right shows what the monument looked like just before people started to deposit things actually at the site. All the chamber contained really a wealth of different things. So alongside those lovely two polished stone balls, we also found the cremated human remains, some unburnt human remains, and also lots of bits of pottery that was smashed up, and you can see the concentrations marked in here, and that was associated along with patches of burning, and that shows us what people were actually doing in this monument, which seems to be processing the remains of the dead actually within this chambered tomb. And to top it all off, on top of the chambered tomb, we then discovered that people had been along in the Bronze Age and they'd actually completely altered the monument. They turned it into what you can see in this picture, which is a Bronze Age round cairn. So they taken parts of it down, disassembled the monument, and then built this absolutely fantastic and very impressive Bronze Age round cairn on the top. And this also shows you that slightly precarious nature of this monument as it slowly disappears into the sea over time. And of course, if you come and study with us at UCLAN, we don't just dig, we also take you out on field trips as part of those excavation placements. And here you can see some of our students out and about enjoying some of the fantastic monuments that there are on Orkney on our days off. So if you're interested in coming and studying with us, we do a BSc in Archaeology, a BSc in Archaeology and Anthropology, and an integrated MSci in Archaeology. And check out our YouTube channel for lots more video content.